Winter's sentence you to die. And winter is coming.
What is honor compared to a woman's life?
Is that you?
Did you have to bury her in a place like this?
What is duty? The feel of a newborn son in your arms.
She should be on a hill somewhere with the sun and the clouds above her.
Or a brother smile.
No, not a dream. She was my sister. This is where she belongs.
Talk about my father if you want. Tell me that's the attitude that got him killed.
Your father was an honourable man. He was, Your Grace.
You think my life is some precious thing to me? As I would trade my honour for a few more years of war.
Honour? Do you think it's honour that's keeping the peace? It's fear. Fear and blood.
Then we're no better than the Mad King.
Careful, Ned. Careful now.
And now it begins. No. Now it ends.
I charge you to bring the King's justice to the false knight Gregor Clegane. I denounce him.
Kill him!
And attaint him.
Kill all of them, I command
I
it!
strip him of all ranks and titles, of all lands and holdings.
You do have a choice, and you've made it.
And sentence him to death.
I grew up with soldiers. Learned how to die a long time ago. Ned Stark was a man of honor.
Honourable fool!
He stabbed him in the back.
I did warn you not to trust me.
Pity.
Brother!
What of your daughter's life, my lord? Is that a precious thing to you?
I am Eddard Stark, Lord of Winterfell, and Hand of the King.
Promise me, Ned.
The man who passes the sentence should swing the sword.
Promise me, Ned. Promise me.
How can a man be brave if he's afraid? That is the only time a man can be brave, he told me.
Promise me.
I promise.
Who are you?
You're a Stark of Winterfell.
No one. I don't believe that. You don't believe that. You'll never be one of us, Lady Stark.
There is only one thing we say to death. Not today.
A girl is Arya Stark of Winterfell. And I'm going home.
How did you get back to Winterfell?
It's a long story.
Nice sword.
Little lady shouldn't play with swords.
I wasn't playing. And I don't want to be a lady.
She's as wild as an animal of hers.
Nymeria? I'm finally going home. Come with me.
You will marry a High Lord and rule this castle.
No, that's not me.
That's not you. What suits you, Lady Stark?
I was never going to be as good a lady as you. So I had to be something else.
They say you killed Joffrey.
Wish I had.
Me too. However long my list got, he was always first.
Your list?
Of people I'm going to kill.
I thought you might go to King's Landing.
So did I.
Why would you go back there?
I'm going to kill the Queen.
Cersei's on her list of names.
Who taught you how to do that?
No one.
Who else is on your list?
Leave one wolf alive, and the sheep are never safe.
The Northerners will never forget.
Tell them the North remembers. Tell them winter came for House Frey.
Most of them are dead already.
Tell me about the Hound.
Who's protecting her if you're here?
He was not on her list anymore. She had taken him off it.
Didn't she want him dead any longer?
She did, and she did not.
The only one that needs protecting is the one that gets in her way.
What we need.
My sister asked you a question.
You held a knife to his throat.
I did warn you not to trust me. You said I did warn you not to trust me.
You know our words.
Winter is coming.
In the winter, we must
Protect ourselves. Look after one another. I never could have survived what you survived.
You would have. You're the strongest person I know. And the snows fall and the white winds blow. The lone wolf dies, but the pack survives.
What are you doing? Praying. You're perfect, aren't you? Praying. What are you praying for?
I came here every day when I was a girl. Prayed to be somewhere else.
Lady Stark. You may survive us yet.
Since my father was executed, I have been a hostage in King's Landing. A plaything for Joffrey to torture or Queen Cersei to torment.
No, please, no! After I raise my armies and kill your traitor brother, I'm going to give you his head as well.
Or maybe he'll give me yours. They beat me, they humiliated me, they married me to the inn.
Has Lord Tyrion mistreated you?
No.
Has he been kind to you?
I won't ever hurt you.
Do you know what they did to my brother? How they sewed his direwolf's head into his body. And my mother. They say they cut her throat to the bone and threw her body in.
What happened to your family? It's a terrible crime.
You've been a bystander to tragedy from the day they executed your father. Stop being a bystander, do you hear me? Stop running.
Your mother wants you to carry on. You know it's true.
I'm Sansa Stark of Winterfell. This is my home, and you can't frighten me. Winterfell is our home. It's ours. And Arya's and Bran's and Rickon's, wherever they are, it belongs to our family. We have to fight for it. I did what I had to do to survive. I am Stark. I will always be Stark. Lord Baelish has told many lies. All to protect me. You freed me from the monsters who murdered my family. And you gave me to other monsters who murdered my family. I don't believe you anymore. I don't need you anymore. You can't protect me.
I won't ever let him touch you again. I'll protect you, I promise.
Your words will disappear. Your house will disappear. Your name will disappear. Your memory of you will disappear.
You are my sister. You're the only Stark in Winterfell. Until I return, the North is yours.
Thank you for all your many lessons, Lord Baelish. I will never forget them. I'm a slow learner. It's true. But I learn.
And what do they say of Robb Stark in the north?
They call him the Young Wolf. They say he rides into battle on the back of a giant direwolf. They say he can't be killed.
Do you believe them?
I am hers, and she is mine.
From this day
until the end of my days.
No. Anyone can be killed.
Next time I see you, you'll be all in black.
It was always my colour.
Tell Lord Tywin, winter is coming for him.
Three victories don't make you a conqueror.
It's better than 3 defeats. I've won every battle, but I'm losing this war.
We will all be together again soon, I promise.
Always be a Stark of Winterfell.
Robb. He's just a boy.
Sits the only king I mean to bend my knee to. The King of the North!
Your father would be proud. Show them how it feels to lose what they love.
Do you hear me? I love you.
The king in the north arises.
Not too fast.
Get up and walk out! Please!
Mother.
Here's to the young wolf.
Jon Snow avenged the Red Wedding. He is the White Wolf. The king in the north.
Farewell, Snow.
And you, Stark?
My name is Arya Stark. I want you to know that.
The Northerners will never forget.
The North remembers.
Or you'll go.
I promise.
How can a man be brave if he's afraid? That is the only time a man can be brave, he told me.
beautiful beneath the sea. But if you stay too long, you'll drown.
Brad, wake up! I sit in there and I watch him have his visions and nothing ever happens.
He needs you.
I wasn't drowning. I was home.
The world's free-eyed raven, no? I didn't have time to learn. I can't control anything.
Burn them all!
Where's my sister?
Why do I want to return? So I can be a cripple again.
The past is already written. The ink is dry.
It's true, isn't it? What Maester Lewin says about my leg.
You'll never walk again. But you will fly.
I'm Jojen Reed. This is my sister, Mira. We've come a long way to find you, Brandon. And we have much farther to go.
Sometimes in my dreams,
Three-eyed raven.
does it have anything to do with warging?
The raven is something different. Something deeper.
You won't be here forever.
And now it begins. No. Now it ends.
But before you leave, you must learn.
Learn what?
Everything.
I present my Lord Father, Tywin, son of Tytos, House Lannister, Lord of Casterly Rock, Warden of the West.
This is the Lord Hand, Tywin Lannister.
Lord Tywin.
Baelish. I am the king's hand. My place is here. Thank you, your grace. The house that puts family first will always defeat the house that puts the whims and wishes of its sons and daughters first. There'll be no more discussion on the matter. A good man does everything in his power to better his family's position. Give us the room. I'm in this world a little while longer. Not you. Not you. To defend the Lannisters. To defend my blood. Tyrion.
The future of our family will be determined in these next few months.
This will be my last war. Win or lose.
We could establish a dynasty that will last 1,000 years.
We'll ride at nightfall.
Have you ever lost before?
Do you think I'd be in my position if I'd lost a war?
The wolf rushes into the lion's jaws. So be it.
I am the king!
You really think a crown gives you power? Any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Wisdom is what makes a good king.
Yes. If another house can seize one of our own and hold him captive with impunity, the battle is over. No longer a house to be feared. We have won!
The Lannisters send their regards. 7 kingdoms united in fear of Tywin Lannister.
Rare enough thing. A man who lives up to his reputation.
I need you to become the man you were always meant to be.
I am Queen Regent, not some brood.
You're my daughter!
You will do your duty.
Years and years of lectures on family and legacy. Did it ever occur to you that your daughter might be the only one listening to them, not Jaime or Tyrion?
40 years I've tried to teach you. Go. If you haven't learned by now, you never will.
So that's why you did it. To save life.
To end the war. To protect the family.
How can someone so consumed by the idea of his family have any conception what his actual family was doing?
Take him!
always hated Tyrion.
He killed his king.
As did I. I saved your life so you could murder my brother.
I demand a trial by combat. You knew I didn't poison Joffrey, but you sentenced me all the same.
Tyrion Lannister, you're hereby sentenced to death.
I'm not anyone. Why me?
Why? Enough. You're my son.
You're no son of mine. I am your son. I have always been your son.
Your mother's dead. Before long I'll be dead. All of us dead. All of us rotting in the ground. It's the family name that lives on. Not your personal glory, not your honor.
Beloved siblings.
Family. It's all that lives on.
I've been promised to the prince. When will we marry?
Sometimes I wonder,
You'll never wed the prince. You'll wed the king.
if this is the price. What we've done
Ceci.
for our sins.
But I will be queen.
Oh, yes. You'll be queen. You'll be queen. For a time.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
And comes another. Younger. More beautiful. To cast you down and take all you hold dear.
Just remember something.
More. Much more.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Father.
You're surrounded by enemies, thousands of them. You then kill them all by yourself. You've lost Cersei. It's the only joy I could find in all this misery.
My queen.
You're just a soldier, aren't you? Take your orders and you carry on. The more people you love, the weaker you are. You'll do things for them that you know you shouldn't do. You'll act the fool to make them happy, to keep them safe.
So you agree? The Starks aren't enemies.
He doesn't listen to me. Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
Must be odd for you to be the disappointing child.
You're funny. You've always been funny. Did it ever occur to you that I might be the one who deserves your confidence and your trust? But none of your jokes will ever match the first one, will they? Not your sons, not Jaime or Tyrion, but me. You remember, back when you ripped my mother open on your way out of her and she bled to death.
That's not a monster, I told Cersei. That's just a baby.
She was my mother too.
And she said he killed my mother.
Now they're gone. I think I listened to Father for 40 years and learned nothing.
I'm the only one you have left. Our children are gone. Our father is gone. It's just me and you now.
There's one more yet to go.
You're pregnant.
The monsters are real. The White Walkers, the dragons, the Dothraki screamers, all the frightening stories we heard when we were young, they're all real, Sylvie. Let the monsters kill each other.
I pledged to ride north. I intend to honor that pledge.
And that would be treason.
So Jaime Lannister.
Someone forgot to write down all your great deeds.
There's still time.
Is there? For a 40-year-old knight with one hand?
You know what they call me? Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, man without honor.
You are no knight. You have forsaken every vow you ever took.
So many vows. They make you swear and swear. Defend the king, obey your father. Protect the innocent, defend the weak. But what if your father despises the king? What about my sins? What atonement do I deserve?
Kingslayer!
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer. What a king he was. Here's to Aerys Targaryen, second of his name, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, protector of the realm. And to the sword I shoved in his back.
What about Aerys Targaryen? What did the Mad King say when you stabbed him in the back?
Burn them all.
Burn them all!
I will burn their cities to the ground.
Burn them all!
Burn them all, he said. Burn them in their homes, burn them in their beds. Tell me if your precious Bendy commanded you to kill your own father and stand by with thousands of men when your children burned alive, would you have done it? Would you have kept your oath then? Come on, boy. Come on.
Cousin Orson Lannister. Used to sit all day in the garden crushing beetles with a rock. I was curious. Why was he smashing all those beetles? What did he get out of it? So what do you think? Why did he do it? What was it all about?
Tyrion of the House Lannister. You wish to confess?
You're funny.
You're Tyrion Lannister, the Queen's brother?
Greatest accomplishment.
You've always been funny. But none of your jokes will ever match the first one, will they?
Why?
Why? You ask that?
You remember? Back when you ripped my mother open on your way out of her and she bled to death.
You who killed your mother to come into the world?
She was my mother, too.
You are an ill-made, spiteful little creature, full of envy, lust, and low cunning.
For what it's worth, I've been a cynic for as long as I can remember. Everyone's always asking me to believe in things. Family, gods, kings, myself.
I was a cynic, just like you.
Farewell, little brother. I believe in you.
When I was a child, an uncle asked what gift I wanted for my name day.
Tyrion Lannister. I name you Hand of the Queen.
I wish to confess. It wouldn't even have to be a big dragon, I told him.
Do you wish to confess?
It could be little, like me. Yes, Father. I'm guilty. All my life, you've wanted me dead. I'm guilty of being a dwarf. I've been on trial for that my entire life. You're a son of mine. I am your son. I've always been your son. I'm sorry. I wish I was the monster you think I am. When my father told me the lost dragon had died a century ago, I cried myself to sleep that night. Let's go kill them! Why did he do it? I don't know.
I should have spent more time with you. Shown you how to be a man. I was never meant to be a father.
So you agree? The Starks are enemies. My lady.
Bend the knee and swear loyalty to my son. Everyone who isn't us is an enemy.
As it please your grace, I ask mercy for my father.
I am Eddard Stark.
Please, do me this kindness, your grace.
But your father has to confess.
I come before you to confess my treason.
He has to confess and say that I'm the king.
Joffrey Baratheon is the one true heir to the Iron Throne.
Or there'll be no mercy for him. This one's your father. Look at him! The king can do as he likes.
The Mad King did as he liked.
What did the Mad King say when you stabbed him in the back?
Has your Uncle Jamie ever told you what happened to him?
He said the same thing he'd been saying for hours. Burn them all.
No one threatens his grace in the presence of the King's Guard.
I'm not threatening the king, sir. I am educating my nephew.
How many bastards does he have running? Not talking to a king!
And now I've struck a king.
You really think a crown gives you power?
I am the king!
Any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.
My father won the real war. He killed Prince Rhaegar. He took the crown while you hid under Castle Rock.
The king is tired. See him to his chambers.
Joffrey's always been difficult. He doesn't listen to me.
I used to spend hours looking at him. You're your father's son. You can't all have a king's bravery. We mothers do what we can to keep our sons from the grave. We do seem to yearn for it.
Your brother was not a wise king. Your brother was not a good king. If he had been, perhaps he'd still be alive.
Tell Cersei. I wanted to know it was me.
He's choking!
What happened up there? I heard the Greyjoy boys seized the place.
I sent my bastard Ramsay to root him out. The Ironborn turned on Theon, as we knew they would. They handed him over, trust and wooded. But Ramsay,
You little bastard.
Well, Ramsay has his own way of doing things.
So let's play a game. Do you like games, little man? Which body part do you need the least? If you think this has a happy ending, you say please again, and you wish you hadn't. You haven't been paying attention. I win.
You flayed him.
He got a few licks. Removed a few others. He was a slow learner. Yes, Reek. But he learned. What are you really?
He really hurts me every night.
Do I need to ask a second time? I hate asking a second time.
I can still feel it.
I loved you. This is turning into a lovely... How fast can you run?
You're worried about your position.
Father?
I place far too much trust in you. You played your games with her. You played your games with the heir to the Iron Islands, and now they're both gone. Well, let's hope the maesters are right, and Lady Walder's carrying a boy.
My position is quite clear. I'm your son.
But you're a bastard. A true-born will always have the stronger claim.
Until a better alternative comes along.
Maester Walken says it looks like a boy.
You said you'd marry me.
And I meant it. When I was a bastard named Snow. But I'm a Bolton now.
May I introduce my son, Ramsay Bolton?
What I want is no longer the primary consideration. I'm furthering a dynasty.
From this day until your last day, you are Ramsay Bolton, son of Roose Bolton, Warden of the North. The North is ours. It's yours and mine. You are my son. You'll always be my firstborn.
You honor me. Thank you for saying that. I swear I will uphold your name and your tradition. It means a great deal to me. I will be worthy of you, Father. I promise.
Winterfell is mine, bastards. Come and see.
Come, bastard. I am a man of mercy. I forgive you. And I accept your surrender. I will pardon these treasonous lords for betraying my house.
Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North.
You're talking to your lord. Use respect.
Fuck kneeling and fuck oaths. I've got a gift for you.
His father's dead. Ramsay killed him. And now he has Rick.
Run to your brother.
Run, Daddy! Run!
I don't need an army. I need 20 good men. I don't know if I beat you, but I know my army will beat yours.
Your words will disappear.
If you acquire a reputation as a mad dog,
Your house will disappear.
be treated as a mad dog,
Your name will disappear.
taken up back and slaughtered for pig food.
All memory of you will disappear.
It is my honor to present my grandmother.
Come, Tywin. Walk with me.
The Lady Olenna of House Turan.
My lady.
My lady.
Another golden rose. How original. Growing strong. Ah, the dullest words of any house.
The Queen of Thorns is a remarkable woman, a strong woman.
Might I sit?
No. Just stand when you speak to a lady.
Famously tart-tongued Queen of Thorns.
Do shut up, dear. Anything from you? And the famous tart? Queen Cersei. Are you going to bring the food, or do you mean to starve us to death? Gods, boy, that's enough. We're not in a tavern.
Grandmother! Grandmother, please.
Marjorie is the queen. You are not the queen. We've heard some troubling tales. Is there any truth to them? Get some rest, dear. You look appalling. Let me deal with Cersei Lannister. Loras rots in a cell. My grandson is the pride of High Garden. Because of you. The High Sparrow rules this city. What have they done to you? Because of you. I can assure you. I promise you, Lord Baelish.
I didn't imprison anyone. Let's feel veiled threats.
What veil? What did he call it?
Lots of people name their souls.
Widow's wail, lots of cunts.
He really was a cunt, wasn't he? You don't think I'd let you marry that beast, do you? I did unspeakable things to protect my family. If my house should fall, they'll never even find what's left of you. I never lost a night's sleep over them. They were necessary. And whatever I imagined necessary for the safety of House Tyrell, I did. But your sister has done things. I'll see you soon, my dear. I was incapable of imagining. I can't remember a queen who was better loved than my granddaughter. The common people loved her. The nobles loved her. And what is left of her now?
It is not survival I offer. It is your heart's desire.
What is my heart's desire?
Vengeance.
I realize you're here out of hatred for Cersei and not love for me. Justice. But I swear to you, she will pay for what she's done.
Fire and blood.
It must have been horrible for you as a king's guard. As a father. It was horrible enough for me. A shocking scene. Not at all what I intended. Tell Cersei.
So, Lena.
I wanted to know it was me. You've lost Cersei. It's the only joy I could find in all this misery.
Your Grace, I would ask you to find it in your heart to do us a great honor joining our houses.
Is this what you want, Lady Marjorie?
With all my heart, Your Grace.
Most women don't know what they like until they've tried it.
Your Grace.
Your Grace.
How do you know all this? Did your mother teach you?
Yes, sweet girl.
You look very beautiful. Your sister looks very beautiful.
She's beautiful and intelligent.
Yes, she is.
Thank you, Your Grace. I'm to be his wife. I only want to know what that means.
Your Grace.
Could you kill something?
I don't know, Your Grace. Do you think I could?
Yes.
I want us to be friends. Good friends.
Come walk with me.
And if you were to marry Loras, we would be sisters, you and I.
The lowest among us are no different from the highest if you give them a chance and approach them with an open heart.
If you give them your love, they will return it 1,000-fold.
Marjorie Tyrell dotes on filthy urchins for a reason. She dresses like a harlot for a reason.
We may be faced with an alarming number of weddings soon. I won't even know what to call you. We're going to be sisters soon. Sister? Queen Mother or Dowager Queen?
Or mother.
If you ever call me sister again, I'll have you strangled in your sleep.
With this kiss, I pledge my love.
We're very complicated, you know. Pleasing us takes practice.
You just do what needs to be done.
Sometimes severity is the price we pay for greatness.
The faith is satisfied there is enough evidence to bring a formal trial for Sir Loras and Queen Marjorie.
I am the Queen.
Marjorie is the queen. You are not the queen because you're not married to the king.
You are the king.
Yes.
My husband is my king, and my king is my husband. I have nothing to confess.
So you believe you are pure, perfect, holy without sin?
None of us. Perhaps you might consider being a bit more discreet. You are the future of our house.
You can stop.
Stay with me.
You did wonderful work on Joffrey. The next one should be easier.
I think we're going to be very happy, you and I.
Queen Marjorie has already atoned for her sins by bringing another into the true light of the seven.
Faith is the way.
I will never
you. Go home.
We all need to leave now. Let me through. Let us through.
Do you want to be a queen?
Queen Marjorie sounds strange to you.
So strange.
No.
I want to be the queen.
You want me to have a god? Fine. King Stannis is my god. He raised me up and blessed me with his trust. He gave you a future I could never have imagined. You know how to read, you'll be a knight someday. You think a fire god commanded all that? It was Stannis. Only Stannis.
Stannis is my king, but he's only a man.
Don't tell him that.
My enemies have made my kingdom bleed.
The Iron Throne is mine, by right.
I will not forget that. I will not forgive that. I will punish them.
The war is over. As long as Stannis lives, the war is not over. Some believe she whispers orders in your ear and you obey.
This war has just begun. It will last for years. Thousands will die at your command.
I murdered my brother.
You will betray everything you once held dear.
When I sit the Iron Throne, you'll be my hand.
And you feel your blood gives you a claim on our go.
More than any man living.
All those burning men in the winter, crying for their mothers, for their gods, and for help.
Hundreds will die.
Thousands.
This war of 5 kings means nothing. The true war lies to the north, my king.
My name is Jon Snow, Your Grace.
He is the rightful heir. Nothing can change that.
I'm Ned Stark's son.
Kneel before me. Pledge me your service and you'll rise again as Jon Stark, Lord of Winterfell.
All my life, I wanted to be Jon Stark. But I swore a sacred vow at the Godswood. I pledged my life to the Night's Watch.
Are you ashamed of me, Father?
There's only one hell, Princess. The one we live in now.
I'll give you a son, my king.
I want Joffrey dead. Usurper Joffrey Baratheon. I want Robb Stark dead. This is the right time, and I will risk everything, because if I don't, we've lost. We march to victory, or we march to defeat. I never asked for this, no more than I asked to be king. We do not choose our destiny.
The great victory I saw in the flames. All of it was a lie.
We must do our duty now. Great or small, we must do our duty.
Where's your god now?
Is he my king?
Where's your god?
Commands you to burn children. Your lord is evil.
We are standing here because of him. Jon Snow is alive because the Lord willed it.
Do you have any last words?
Go on, do your duty.
The Mockingbird. You created your own sigil, didn't you?
Yes.
Appropriate for a self-made man with so many songs to sing.
I'm sorry, do I...
Sansa, dear, this is Lord Baelish. He's no...
An old friend of the family.
I've hoped to meet you for some time, Lord Stark. No doubt Lady Catelyn has mentioned me.
Cats. I've known your mother a long, long time. I understand you knew my brother Brandon as well.
All too well. You know what I learned losing that duel? I learned that I'll never win. Not that way. That's their game. Their rule.
Ah, the Starks.
I'm not going to fight them.
Tempers.
I'm going to
slow
stop them.
minds.
That's what I know. That's what I am. And only by admitting what we are can we get what we want.
What do you want?
When you imagine yourself up there, how do you look?
Everything.
Does the crown fit?
Everything there is.
Do all the lords and ladies simper and bow, the ones who sneered at you for years?
It's hard for them to simper and bow without heads.
Is there someone in your service whom you trust completely? Look around you.
Yes.
We're all liars here. The wiser answer was no, my lord. And every one of us is better than you.
Perhaps I was wrong to distrust you.
Distrusting me is the wisest thing you've done since you climbed off your horse. I admire you.
Here we stand, and I admire you, Lord Baelish. Littlefinger is one of the most dangerous men in Westeros. In mutual admiration and respect.
I've always had a hard time trusting eunuchs. Saying our roles. Who knows what they want? I'm a practical man.
Lord Baelish.
Baelish.
Just a loyal one. And who would you have me be loyal to?
You honor me beyond words, Your Grace.
You must despise him. You're working so hard to undermine him.
Actually, I rather enjoy him. But he would see this country burn if he could be king of the ashes.
A man with no motive is a man no one suspects. Always keep your fools confused. My king. Your Grace. They don't know who you are or what you want.
And what do you want?
They can't know what you plan to do next. Everything. The realm. Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. As I said, a story we agreed to tell each other over. I live to serve. And over. Your sister. Till we forget that it's a lie. But what do we have left once we abandon the lie?
Cut his throat.
Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all. I hate bad investments. They haunt me. Chaos. I have a gift for you. Isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder. Sometimes, when I try to understand a person's motives, I play a little game.
Suggest treason.
They assume the worst. What's the worst reason they could possibly have for
Only if we lose.
saying what they say and doing what they do? Then I ask myself,
You stand accused of treason.
how well does that reason explain
How do you answer these charges?
what they say
Lord Baelish.
and what they do?
I heard a song once about a boy of modest means. Found his way into the home of a very prominent family.
How would you like to see your beloved cat
He
again?
loved the eldest daughter. Sadly, she had eyes for another.
Perhaps you chose the wrong man to duel with.
Well, it wasn't the man that I chose, my lord. It was Catelyn Tully.
How dare you bring me here?
A woman worth fighting for. I'm sure you'll agree. No one will come looking for you here. Isn't that what you wanted?
Why don't you join us, my lord?
I'm saving myself for another. You have a tender heart, just like your mother did at your age. I can see so much of her in you.
Peter has promised to help us find the truth.
For her sake, I'll help get you home.
He's like a little brother to me, Ned.
I had no friends in King's Landing.
He would never betray my trust.
Except one.
Men only want one thing from a pretty girl.
She really is lovely.
Littlefinger's not in love with me.
He still loves you.
You're more beautiful than she ever was.
Love is not the thing he wants.
Lord Baelish.
Peter. Call me Peter. The North will be yours. Command suits you.
You trust him?
Do you believe me?
You said you would protect me.
And I will. You must believe me when I tell you that I will.
I don't believe you anymore.
I want you to be happy.
I don't need you anymore. You can't protect me.
I want you to be safe.
I am safe. I'm at home, surrounded by friends.
He was named King in the North. What about happy? He can be unnamed. Every time I'm faced with a decision, I close my eyes and see the same picture.
He wants something.
A picture of me on the Iron Throne.
I know exactly what he wants.
And you by my side.
You murdered our aunt, Lysa Arryn. Do you deny it?
I did it to protect you.
Lysa! Let her go.
Conflict between the Starks and the Lannisters. It was you who started it. Do you deny it?
Do you deny your father's crime?
I deny it.
None of you were there to see what happened. None of you knows the truth.
You held a knife to his throat. You said, I did warn you not to trust me.
You told our mother this knife belonged to Tyrion Lannister. But that was another one of your lies.
You want me to beg for my life? Sansa, that's what you want.
I beg you.
I will.
Cat, I loved your mother since the time I was a boy.
And yet you betrayed her.
I loved you
Do me whilst it is in my power. I will do more than anyone.
And yet you betrayed me. When you brought me back to Winterfell, you told me there's no justice in the world, not unless we make it. I want you to die here and now. Thank you for all your many lessons, Lord Baelish.
Then I will die.
I will never forget them.
You may not believe it.
In his own horrible way, I believe he loved me.
Lord Stark.
Lord Varys.
Only Varys. I'm not actually a nobleman. No one is under obligation to call me Lord. And yet everyone does.
Look, little loves. A spider in the garden.
My lady.
Seems you're my last friend.
Storms come and go. The big fish eat the little fish. And I keep on paddling.
A man from another land, despised by most, feared by all.
Am I? That is good to know. So, here we stand, in mutual admiration and respect. I am the master of whisperers. My role is to be sly, obsequious, and without scruples. Playing our roles. I'm a good actor, my lord. Serving a new king. Fire and blood. I don't believe I've ever told you how I was cut. I became an excellent thief, and soon learned that the contents of a man's letters are more valuable than the contents of his purse.
Terrible things happen for a reason.
Step by step, one distasteful task after another, I made my way from the slums of Mere to the small council chamber.
My king,
My king.
tell me, does someone somewhere keep your balls in a little box?
Do you remember what you heard that night?
He burned my parts in the brazier.
When the saucer tossed your parts in the fire?
The flames turned blue, and I heard a voice answer his call.
Should I tell you what the voice said? Should I tell you the name of the one who spoke?
The sorcerer.
Hello, my old friend. And ever since that day, I have hated magic.
You never told me why you set me free.
You risked your life, your position, everything. Why? You're not family. You owe me nothing.
Who do you truly serve?
I did it for the Seven Kingdoms. The realm, my lord. I did what I did for the good of the realm. Someone must. Tyrion Lannister is one of the few people alive who can make this country a better place. Power resides where men believe it resides. Do you wish to know where my true loyalties lie? Not with any king or queen, but with the people. The people who suffer under despots and prosper under just rule. The people whose hearts you aim to win. It's a trick. A shadow on the wall. If you demand blind allegiance, I respect your wishes.
I did miss you.
But if you let me live, I will serve you well. I will dedicate myself to seeing you on the Iron Throne. Who said anything about him? Because I choose you. Oh, I know.
I will return, dear Spider. I have to die in this strange country. Just like you.
The Dragon Queen. Daenerys Stormborn. They're too weak to fight. As are your people. You must be their strength.
As you are mine.
When the fire burned out, I thought I'd find her blackened bones. Instead, I saw her. Daenerys. Alive and unhurt. Holding her baby dragons. Blood of my blood.
What do you pray for, Ser Jorah?
Home.
I pray for home too. My brother will never take back the Seven Kingdoms.
You believe in her? Let me fight for her. With all my heart.
You want to please the mother of dragons.
Are you from my country?
You love her.
And it's you I should trust, Sir Jorah. Only you.
No one can survive in this world without help. No one. Let me help you.
You sold slaves.
Your father gave me this sword.
Why?
It was meant for my son, Jorah. He brought dishonor to our house. I had no money and an expensive wife. I brought shame to my house.
Does loyalty mean nothing to you?
It means everything to me.
And yet here you stand.
And yet here I stand.
I banished you. Twice. You came back.
You know I would die for you. I will never abandon you. It's yours. Tyrion Lannister was right.
You're Jorah Mormont, the only son of Jeor Mormont.
I love you.
You're not dying today, Sir Jorah.
You are looking at one of the great warriors in the Seven Kingdoms.
Put a sword in my hand. I'll prove my worth.
I command you to heal yourself. And then return to me.
The beast in every man, and it stirs when you put a sword in his hand. You asked me to find a cure so I could serve you. Allow me to serve you.
Mormont, you bring us the whispers of a traitor.
Your father wanted to execute me, you know.
Glad he didn't catch you.
Me too. It's time to go, Your Grace.
Yours!
Has anyone ever told you the story of the Mountain and the Hound? Lovely little tale of brotherly love. The Hound was just a pup. 6 years old, maybe.
The pain was bad. The smell was worse. But the worst thing was that it was my brother who did it.
Some lucky boys just born with a talent for violence.
You're scared, aren't you? What are you scared of? You're afraid of fire.
Just like you said a while back. Pressed me to the fire like I was a nice, juicy mutton chop.
What are you doing here?
Not here for long. I'm going. Fuck the King's Guard.
Where?
Someplace that isn't burning.
Fuck the king.
You didn't know me back in my time. You don't know the things I've done.
You're the worst shit in the Seven Kingdoms! Burn in hell!
No elders built by killers. So you better get used to looking at them.
Never too late to stop robbing people, to stop killing people, start helping people. Never too late to come back.
You're almost there, and you're afraid you won't make it. The closer you get, the worse the fear gets.
Tell me about the Hound.
Arya Stark left him to die. He was on her list.
The Hound.
That's what you're doing? Watching over her?
Aye, that's what I'm doing. If the gods are real, why haven't they punished me?
They have.
I sentence you to trial by combat.
What's your name, boy? Jon Snow.
This chicken eater you thought was king is torment giant's bane.
We finally go into war. Old friend. I like you, boy. But if you lie to me, I'll pull your guts out through your throat.
The girl likes you. You like her back now. That why you want to join us?
Don't panic, boy. This isn't the damn Night's Watch where we make you swear off girls.
Come on!
Sink your metal deep and make sure it holds before taking your next step. And if you fall, don't scream. Oh, that was a night to remember. You don't want that to be the last thing she remembers.
Come on, boy!
I fucking hate this.
Come on!
He's a crow! If that boy's still walking, it's because you let him go. Killing crows in your castle is tough. Killing them out there in the open, that's what we do.
It's time.
You're not gonna die for one of them!
Torment, silver,
So a man ends.
Your people need a leader, and they need to get south of the wall before it's too late.
If they get through, everyone dies!
The long night is coming, and the dead come with it. No clan can stop them. The free folk can't stop them. The Night's Watch can't stop them, and all the Southern Kings can't stop them. Only together, all of us. And even then it may not be enough, but at least we'll give the fuckers a fight.
He didn't have to come to Hard Hope. He came because he needs us. We need him. He died for us. If we are not willing to do the same for him, we're cowards. And if that's what we are, we deserve to be the last of the free folk. Lord, cast your light upon us.
Show us the truth. Strike this man down if he is guilty. Give strength to his sword if he is true.
Lord of Light,
give us wisdom. For the night is dark and full of terrors.
Who are you?
Thoros of Mir.
Thoros? I hardly recognized you.
No, who do you fight for?
The Brotherhood without banners. Again.
Thoros, the fuck you doing here?
The fuck you doing here?
Thoros, how many times have you brought me back?
It's the Lord of Light brings you back. I'm just the lucky drunk who says the words.
Allow me to raise a cup.
We are part of something larger than ourselves.
To your brothers.
All winds are rising in the north.
The dead are marching past.
Do you believe me now, Clegane? Do you believe we're here for a reason?
You've got friends. Not anymore. Our God is the one true God, and all men must serve him.
Do you remember Thoros of Mir charging through the breach?
How drunk were you when you charged through the breach on Pike?
It was burning sore. I'll remember that till the day I die.
I thought you were the bravest man I ever saw.
Just the drunkest.
Thoros of Mir went in alone, waving that flaming sword of his. Thoros of Mir, bloody madman.
Funny old life. Go on.
Thoros.
I've always been a terrible priest.
his cold body, bringing back from death and darkness. And said the old words. Not because I believed in them, but he was my friend. And he was dead. And they were the only words I knew.
You're a grouchy old bear, aren't you, Clegane? You want some rum?
Lord of Light, come to us in our darkness. For the night is dark and full of terrors. The night is dark and full of terrors.
Hold on.
Where's Hodor?
I don't know.
Find the half-wits.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on!
Don't.
No, it's a big man. Go back and find your clothes, Hodor.
Hold on.
Kneel, Hodor.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
I saw you as a boy. You could talk. What happened?
Hold on.
I can't do it by choice. I don't know how. It happens in my dreams.
Go now with Hodor.
We've been walking since before sunrise. Even Hodor will tire. Even you, sweet giant.
Hold on.
As good a place to shelter as any. Run, wake up!
Hold on.
We need Hodor!
Hold on.
Run, we need Hodor! Hold the door! What's the matter?
The children of the forest made these.
When?
A very long time ago.
They were right here. Standing where we're standing. Before there were Targaryens, or Starks, or Lannisters. Maybe even before there were men.
No. They were here together. The children and the first men.
Doing what? Fighting each other?
They fought together against their common enemy.
Oh, my sweet summer child, what do you know about fear? Fear is for the winter, when the snows fall 100 feet deep. Fear is for the long night, when the sun hides for years, and children are born and live and die, all in darkness. That is the time for fear, my little lord, when the White Walkers move through the woods. Thousands of years ago, there came a night that lasted a generation. Kings froze to death in their castles, same as the shepherds in their huts. And women smothered their babies rather than see them starve, and wept and felt the tears freeze on their cheeks.
It was you. You made the White Walkers.
We were at war. We were being slaughtered. Our sacred trees cut down. We needed to defend ourselves.
From whom?
From you. From men.
Stop the Walkers' magic from taking
How?
the same way they made the Walkers in the first place.
Get the glass!
The long night is coming, and the dead come with it. No clan can stop them. The free folk can't stop them. The Night's Watch can't stop them, and all the southern kings can't stop them.
I saw what I saw. I saw the White Walkers.
Only together. All of us. And even then it may not be enough, but at least we'll give the fuckers a fight.
He saw me! The Night King! He saw me!
Is it true for the White Walkers?
The White Walkers have been gone for thousands of years.
The time has come
The time for what?
for you to become me.
You are the three-eyed raven now. I didn't have time to learn. I can't control anything.
Just learn to control it before the Night King comes.
Burn them all!
You said the same thing you've been saying for hours. Burn them all.
Because Geo Mormont and Jon Snow both understood that the real war isn't between a few squabbling houses. It's between the living and the dead. And make no mistake, my lady, the dead are coming.
Is this true?
Your uncle fought them at the Fist of the First Men. I fought them at Hardhome. We both lost.
Only fire will stop them.
What else did the book say?
The White Walkers sleep beneath the ice for thousands of years. And when they wake up...
And when they wake up, what?
I hope the wall's high enough.
He knows you're here. Come for him.
He can't get in.
He can now. His mark is on you. You must leave.
In that darkness, the White Walkers came for the first time. They swept through cities and kingdoms, riding their dead horses, hunting with their packs of pale spiders, big as hounds.
He's John the Half-Hand. They're back.
She'll blast these wildlings. You're not fighting them alone. Come on. Three blasts.
Are you afraid? Good. You're in the great game now. And the great game is terrifying.
It's done. Targaryens are gone. Not all of them.
I want to go home.
You're a Targaryen. You're the mother of dragons.
Until the sun rises in the west and sets in the east.
I am Daenerys Stormborn, of House Targaryen, of the blood of old Valyria. I am the dragon's daughter, and I swear to you that those who would harm you will die screaming.
Until the rivers run dry and the mountains blow in the wind like leaves. We have to go home.
I will do what queens do. I will rule.
When my dragons are grown, we will take back what was stolen from me and destroy those who wronged me. We will lay waste to armies and burn cities to the ground. Turn us away, and we will burn you first.
I'm not going to stop the wheel. I'm going to break the wheel. Dracarys.
Dracarys.
Your reign is over.
Nemevita! Dracarys.
My reign has just begun.
Winter is coming. We know what's coming with it. We can't face it alone.
And you? What's your story, bastard?
I'm ready to swear your oath.
I'm ready.
The wall isn't going anywhere.
Bastard boy with nothing to inherit. Off to join the ancient order of the Night's Watch.
A bastard son of a traitor.
You traitor's bastard.
My father was the most honorable man I ever met.
Your father was an honorable man.
He was good all the way through.
All my life, I wanted to be Jon Stark.
And you are a Stark. You might not have my name, but you have my blood.
But I swore a sacred vow at the gods would.
Are you a brother of the Night's Watch? Or a bastard boy who wants to play at war?
In every man's life, there comes a day when it is not easy. A day when he must choose.
My place is here.
I am the sword in the darkness.
For the Watch.
I am the watcher on the walls.
For the Watch.
I am the shield that guards from the realm of men.
Keep your shield up.
For the Watch. I shall take no wife.
What's your name?
Egret.
Hold no lands. Father no children. I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch for this night.
My watch is ended.
And all the nights to come.
We saw what's out there. I saw it. We know it's coming here. Winter is coming.
I'm tired of fighting. It's all I've done since I left home.
I fought. I lost. I lost. Now I rest.
But you, Lord Snow, you'll be fighting your battles forever.
I've been worrying about Jon for years. He always comes back.
Winterfell is our home. It's ours. And Arya's and Bran's and Rickon's, wherever they are, it belongs to our family.
There must always be a Stark in Winterfell.
We have to fight for it.
I won't ever let him touch you again.
Touch my sister, and I'll kill you myself. Kill the boy, Jon Snow. And let the man be born.
I
I believe you have a role to play. As does another. The King in the North, Jon Snow. Ned Stark's bastard.
Jon Snow.
He's been named King in the North.
He is the White Wolf!
Come on, Ghost.
The King in the North!
All those hard sons of bitches chose him as their leader.
No.
Because they believe in him.
I put my trust in you. Thank you. A stranger. I'm asking you to trust in a stranger.
We are going to destroy the Night King and his army. And we'll do it together.
Only together. All of us.
The long night is coming. And the dead come with it.
There is only one war that matters. The Great War. And it is here.
That's Lyanna, my father's sister. King Robert was supposed to marry her, but Rhaegar Targaryen kidnapped her.
In my dreams, I kill him every night.
It's done, Your Grace. Targaryens are gone.
Not all of them.
I never met my mother.
Your Aunt Lyanna.
Father never talked about her.
My father wouldn't even tell me her name.
Is my mother alive? Does she know about me, where I am?
I don't know if she's living or dead.
Does she care?
Promise me, Ned. I couldn't keep my promise. I want you to leave. And everything that's happened since then. All this horror that's come to my family. It's all because I couldn't love a motherless child.
Did you know him well, Sir Barristan?
I did, Your Grace. How handsome he was. His hair's never told me.
He told me Rhaegar was good at killing people.
We all enjoy what we're good at.
Rhaegar never liked killing. No, I don't.
What was she like? You say she was beautiful.
I am hers,
You're not like everyone else.
and she is mine.
I've done my part.
From this day
I've brought ice and fire together.
until the end of my days. He needs to know the truth.
The truth about what?
Voces cuantos enlaces. Merikivio Doralares. Os Mahadra Puntas. He's the prince that was promised.
The Lord brought you back.
We both serve the same Lord.
He brought me back. I serve the North.
Bastard of Winterfell.
I keep hearing stories about you. Bastard.
He's never been a bastard.
Will you stand beside me now?
I thought Arya was dead.
And Owen.
I thought Bran was dead.
Now and always.
Robert's rebellion was built on a lie.
Ned?
Rhaegar didn't kidnap my aunt or rape her. He loved her. She loved him. And Jon's real name
His name is Aegon Targaryen.
He's the heir to the Iron Throne.
And who are you? The proud Lord said that I must bow so low. Only a cat of a different coat. That's all the truth I know. And a coat of gold or a coat of red, a lion still has claws. And mine are long and sharp, my lord, as long and sharp as yours. And so he spoke, and so he spoke, here.